ready to play some more Mage Knight. Let's see how we go this time, hey. But we're gonna make a change. We're gonna make a change this time. And I think instead of playing standard conquest, we're gonna change it up, yeah? Change it up and play Volkare's Return. Now, even if you've played Mage Knight, this is something new that was added in one of the expansions, and it plays very different to the normal game. I'm gonna pick... Who did we play last time? Tovak? No, we played Krang, didn't we? Let's pick Wolfhawk this time. So with Volkare's Return, this is a very different scenario. It has Volkare, which is like this big, I guess, general on the map. So there is an opponent on the map, as opposed to when you're playing Mage Knight normal. And he moves around on the map and he's trying to find the city. There's one city in the game that's going to be level 4 in this introductory, it's basic difficulty. I lost last time I played this. So there's a city of level 4 and Volkare's level is level 5. So the idea here is he's moving around, he's exploring tiles same as you are. If he gets close enough to, he might attack you, and he's extremely strong. And what we have to do is we have to find the city, defeat the city, and then he will come straight to the city. As soon as the city is discovered, he's going to be walking straight to the city, and he's going to try and attack it. So we have to defend the city and defeat his army, basically. If he finds the city before us and goes into the city, then we lose. If we manage to defeat the city, but then he attacks it without us being there because we're out, trying to level up and whatever else, twice, then we lose. If the game is over, so 6 rounds, 3 days and 3 nights, and we haven't defeated Volkare yet, we lose. So basically we have to destroy Volkare. That is the idea. So I'm gonna play Wolfhawk. And I'm just going to play the basic difficulty, which I played on the table a few days ago, because I thought that was enough of a challenge, and we'll see how we go. All right, let's go to full screen mode. So here's the map. The difference is that we're going to start in the portal as usual, but this time the map is 4 columns, you see, and we have 7 tiles for this scenario, and only 1 city. And here's Volkare. He starts up here on his camp. There's a certain tile that always starts there. And the way the game plays is we take our turns as normal, nothing changes. But when it is Volkare's turn, there's no dummy player, like in the solo mode. When it is Volkare's turn, he rolls a mana die, and depending on the color of he flips. He has a deck. Where's his deck? Here he is, by the way. His army on this level of difficulty consists of 2 marauding orcs, 1 dragon, and 1 city garrison, plus his own attack. And you see here, you roll the mana die and he does this attack. You don't know exactly what he's going to do. But you can't defeat him if you don't... You have to defeat the 4 enemies, basically, to kill him. So he has a big deck of cards. In this deck is 16 basic action cards from another Mage Knight's deck. There's 4 spells and there's 18 wounds. And the way it works is you flip a card And on his turn, he does something. You see here, it shows what he does. If it's a wound, then he rolls a mana die, and if the mana die is yellow, which corresponds to this yellow crystal that was randomly placed here at the start of the turn, he recruits this unit. And recruiting that unit basically means that that unit gets removed, and he gets an additional token, a gray token, in his army. So he gets even stronger than what he is. If he rolls a green, a white, or a blue card, he rolls the mana die and moves depending on the direction. If he rolls a red and he's next to us, he's going to attack us. If he rolls a spell, then he does all of that twice, depending on the color of the card. But once the city is spotted, once the city is discovered on the map, then he doesn't do any of that. He marches straight for the city. So, let's go. Let's see how we go. So what is the plan here? First of all, let's see what cards we have. So in this case, there is a very interesting concept of timing in this scenario with this guy, because you have to make sure that you discover the city when you're ready to, conquer it, but also when he's not too close. There's a whole bunch of things that come into play. We'll see what happens. We'll explain how we go. So we've got March, we've got Improvisation, Swift Reflexes, which is Wolfhawk's, one of Wolfhawk's 2 special cards. Crystallize. Is it one of Wolfhawk's special cards? I thought it was. Yeah, it is. And Rage. So, okay. So we don't want to necessarily be too close to this guy. The other thing that I think is useful is if we manage to recruit this unit. There we go. If we manage to recruit this unit quickly, then we're not at risk of him increasing his army. So that would be an ideal scenario for us. Unfortunately, as you can see, these Red Cape monks can only be recruited in a monastery. So there's no monasteries that we've discovered yet. So, I mean, we could move next to this mage tower and see what's there, and then we'll see what happens. There is a green mana here, a green mana at the source that we could use. And by the way, there's an additional die when you play this scenario. It's not 3, it's 4. Units are the same. You see, there's one more than usual. So we could either go towards this village to try and recruit a unit, but we could also move towards here to uncover what's in this mage tower in this keep. So we need to choose a tactic. What are we going for? We have some movement and we have some attacking. We could go with planning, although in this game delaying your turns isn't a good thing because he moves fast. So you want to be go, go, go. Your turns have to be quicker here. So this is not going to be like a normal Mage Knight game where we, take our time, play every card as efficiently as we can. In this one, we might even have to discard cards to speed up our turns, so to not give him additional turns. So this mage tower, even if we find something that we could attack, it's going to require 2 + 4 because it's a wasteland, 6 movement, and we just don't have that. We have this, but that would be great to play in combat with him. So we could play March. We don't need that. How does that go away? Hide. How does the chat go away? Okay. I guess that we could go with mana steal. I mean, we could go with tactics or a great start. Great start would give us 2 additional cards. Let's go with great start. Let's go. We're not going to overthink this. We drew Promise and Tranquility. Okay. So you'll see here now his turn. He's taking a random card. He also rolls a die from the source. He couldn't find anybody to fight because he flipped a red card, and that's it. So he didn't move, which is great. Our go. So the question is, do we want to use the green mana from the source to play our march, or do we want to keep our options open? We still have Tranquility, which can be good and not good. Well, movement we're gonna need. Let's go. I'm going to play March with the green mana from the source to move 4. So I'm gonna move 2 here. And we've revealed sorcerers. So the sorcerers will attack us for 6, and then would have to deal 6 damage to them to defeat them. And they have poison, which means for every wound we take, we place an additional wound in our discard pile, and they have bleed. Or assassination, sorry, not bleed. And that means we can't assign damage to the units. It's a good thing because we don't have any units. But the problem to attack them is we need 4 movements. So we have used 2 out of the 4 here, so we'd need 2 more. We could discard a couple of cards. I mean, we can get to 6 attack, no problems. But we're not going to be able to block them. No chance. So the other option we have is to move here and see what's in this keep. Or we use Tranquility to draw a card and see what else we draw. Let's do that. I'm going to do that. Draw a card. We got another march. Things change now because we can use this march to go into the Mage Tower. Is it worth it? I don't know if it is. So if we use this to move there, we have all of these cards to try and fight these guys. To get to 6 attack, let's say that we can get to... we can get to 6 attack. We're not going to be able to block them. So 6... If they attack us for 6, we're going to take 3 wounds in our hand and 3 in the discard pile. That's not great. So I'm not going to do it. I'm going to keep moving. Hang on. What if we go to the village and we said we can't recruit these guys at the village, but we can recruit somebody else. We could recruit the herbalists. They're not bad, but they're not great either. Do we just go nuts and attack this Mage Tower at the very start of the game without any units, without anything? Oh boy. I think I'm gonna move there. So that's another 2 movement, and we found shock troops. So they have an attack of 5, they're not fortified. And that attack means the transparent one means they're elusive, which means they have a defense of 6 unless we successfully block them. So they have a defense of 3. So those guys I think we could take if we can move in there. Can we block 5? I think we are 1 card short. Because we could play improvisation, discard another card to block 3. Let's say we discard crystallize. And then we discard rage for another block 2, that's block 5. But then we have only these 2 cards. So that's attack 1 or whatever. And that would be sideways attack 2. We're missing 1 card. We're 1 card short, which is very, very typical. We still need to move though. So we could use that 2 plus 1. Yeah, we're 1 card short. So yeah. Well, do we just keep moving? We've played 4 movement. Do we just keep moving? Or do we let these guys deal 5 damage to us and just get rid of them? We could do that. So if we attack them, we'd play this movement to this card from 2 movement. We need 1 more. Let's say we played this sideways. That would get us into the keep to attack it. They would deal 5 damage to us. We'd take 3 wounds. And then... oh, we could play Swift Reflexes. Reduce 1 enemy attack by 1. So we would only take 2 wounds in that case. And then we would have to attack them for 6, which we are 1 card short, because this would get a combination of this would get us 3 plus 2 from rage, that's 5. So that's still not enough. Yikes. That's not how this was supposed to go. Okay. Do we just keep moving then? Let's do it. March. Move again. We found heroes. Aye, aye, aye. And they make 2 separate attacks? A normal attack and a fire attack. 4 and 2 respectively. And then we'll have to shoot them for 4. Wow. We're gonna have to kill someone at some point. That's not a great start, is it? I think we might have to sacrifice this card to explore at least. We need to move, we need to speed up our turns. Or we use Promise and crystallize sideways. We could do that. Crystallize and Promise sideways for 1 and 1, 2 movement to explore. We found another keep and an ancient ruins. And what is that? Can't remember what's that called. It is a monster den. Yeah, you fight a brown token and you get 2 crystals as a reward. So we're surrounded by enemies. We can't attack anybody. All right. I think that's it for our turn. I think that's it. I should have taken the plan ahead. That's okay. End our turn. Volkare goes. Okay, let's go. He flips a wound. Yeah. So unfortunately, he rolled his mana die and he rolled the yellow, which means that he recruited this unit. You see his army now grew. He has another garrison, another token. That was not good. That is not good. On the flip side, he didn't move. So he's getting stronger, but he's not moving. So we now have to attack someone, somehow, somewhere. Surely. So we can use, to move here we need 4, to move here we need 4, to move here we need 3. As much as I would like a spell, I think these guys are going to be extremely difficult to kill. These guys, on the other hand, we could get ranged attack 6 with concentration. When you play this, play another action card with it, get the stronger effect of that card for free. If that gets you move, influence, block of any type of attack, get that amount +2. So we could do this. We could kill them by playing concentration. That plays improvisation, which gives us... Oh no, hang on, that's not ranged attack. This one, this is the one I was thinking. Ranged attack 3 plus 2 extra from improvisation. Ranged attack 5, we're 1 short to kill them without them even attacking us. So we'd have to block 5 and attack 3. Can we do that? Sure we can, he says. We need to discard a card. So, hear me out. If I use mana draw, that says you can use 1 additional mana die from the source this turn. Yeah? There's no red though, but there's green. So if I use this with the gold mana die to move 4, which is enough to get to any of these, this guy still scares me. These guys here, they're going to attack us for 5. We're going to take 3 wounds, and then we'll just kill them with whatever. But there's no way to block them. We are 1 short again. Okay. Right. So that's what we're doing. Move 4. Okay. So we're moving there. We're attacking this keep. There is no way for us to block 5 and attack 3, unfortunately. I can block 5 or I can attack 6. I cannot block 5 and attack 3. So we're going to take wounds. 1, 2, 3. Yikes, that's not a great start. And then we just need attack 6. So we are going to... do we want to use concentration? That was the whole reason we used it, wasn't it? Use concentration. So we could play Rage or Improvisation, but Rage does the trick because that gets us attack 4 plus 2 from Improvisation. That's 6. He's dead. Well, we took 3 wounds. Hey. Oh well, it's done. End the turn. Level up. Where are we? We've got 3 fame. Okay. So, how are we doing? Right. We need to gain a new skill token and a new advanced action. Let's have a look. Okay, I remember these. Taunt. Reduce one attack of an enemy by 1 or increase an attack by an enemy by 2 to reduce their armor by 2. Or this one gets us influence 1 once a turn or influence 3 if we do not recruit any units. So say for instance if we're at a village and we want to heal, which would be a good idea, but we are at a keep, we would like to recruit. Oh, okay, well, is there anything good to recruit at a keep? The Udem Swordsman. Right. What action cards are there? Oh, maximal effect is there. Maximal effect is great. Maximal effect is very interesting card because it allows you to throw away a card, which means lose it, goes away from your deck. You don't, it's not discard, you lose it. To use the effect of that card 3 times, or if you take the most powerful effect, to use the strongest effect, the stronger effect of that card 2 times. So that's pretty powerful. Ambush is great because it combines movement with attack or block. So this is fantastic. Explosive bolt gets a wound. Yeah. I don't think we're going to do that. Especially, we're going to draw this card now. And where we are, our option is either to recruit something at the keep or attack this other keep. So, yeah. We'd want... The problem is we have 3 wounds. So, yeah. That is going to be a problem. I think I'm going to claim ambush. And for here, I'm going to get this guy. Right. Hand size. Where's our hand size? 6. Yes, we have 1 extra because we are at a keep that we own. Aye, 3 wounds is not good. Hey, what are we going to do now? Whose idea was this? Whose idea was to play this? Okay. Yeah, he hasn't moved since the start of the game. So that's great, except we've had a terrible, terrible start. Okay, what are we going to do now? With 3 cards, there's not much we can do, hey? We could attack these guys. Yeah. Move 4. Add +2 to your first attack card of any type. If we take the most powerful ability, yeah? Add +1 to... I don't think we can afford any of this stuff. Unfortunately, we can't go backwards, or can we? Try and get around this stuff. Whoa. This is horrible. I shouldn't have taken these wounds. Whose idea was this? I mean, there are 2 gold mana tokens in the source. Do we just go to the village and try and clear these wounds? How many cards are left in our deck? 5. Considerable amount. 2, 4, 6 will get us to the village. 3 will get us here. Another 2 will get us exploring. Oh. if I try and go into this keep, then there's no chance we can get to 7, although this ambush might be able to help. Improvisation needs another card anyway, so it's not gonna happen. Okay, we might have to backtrack here. I don't know how to get out of this mess. Any ideas? I'm thinking use these 2 cards to move all the way to the village, because I don't know what else to do. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna overthink it. I've had a horrible start. That's okay though. So I'm gonna play this with a gold mana. Actually, I'm gonna play it with the blue. And then I'm gonna play ambush, so that's 6, 2, 4, 6, back to the village. So in the village we can spend 3 influence to buy 1 point of healing. And we can plunder the village in between our turns, but we're not gonna do that. So, that's the end of our turn. That's not great. Aye, aye, aye. Okay, Volkare's turn. Oh, he drew a red spell, so he's looking for somebody to fight 2 spaces away. There's nobody there. So he still has not moved. He still has not moved. But I mean, now we have some influence, so we could heal some of these wounds. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use this with my golden mana. So that's influence 5, reputation -1. Let me put it here. And then this will go sideways for reputation, 1 reputation. So that's 6. That allows me to heal 2 of these. That's the end of my turn. Not great. Horrible, horrible. Oh, here we go. He moves. He just moved. Okay. Oh boy. Given we are here now, do we want to try and recruit anybody? We don't have any influence though, do we? Okay. We have drawn our tirelessness. We've run out of cards, by the way. This was a horrible first round. Absolutely shocking, but that's okay. Right. We can use this for move 2 or move 4, depending. And then it says, next card providing move gives +1 move this turn. So we could play this with swiftness to get a maximum of what? 4 + 3, 7 movement, which would be 3 + 2 to explore and then see what happens. Is that what we're doing? Could be. Using this with the gold, move 4. For starters, we're going to move 3 here. And then I'm going to use this for move 2, 3 because of tirelessness. So that gets me a total of 7, and I've used 3. So I'm going to explore. Okay, we got a monastery. That's too little, too late, unfortunately. So we have 2 remaining movement. I could move on to the monastery, or I could stay where I am to gain a white crystal. I think yeah, we're delaying a lot here. We're struggling. We have some good cards that we're not going to be able to use. Is there anything good in the monastery? What's our reputation? It's -1, so that's not happening. Wow. Worst first round of Mage Knight ever. Haven't managed to do much. Do I stay there in the hope of drawing something that helps me with the white crystal next turn, or do I just use my leftover movement and move on to the monastery? Move. Move, he says. I can do something at the monastery, can't I? Try to burn it down. A random violet enemy token to fight. Aye, aye, aye. I don't want to do that. I only have 2 cards. Maximum I can get is 4 attack. No chance. No chance. So unfortunately, that's it. That's going to be the end of my turn. I'm going to discard... yeah, I'm not going to discard anything because my turn is over. And that's it. He drew another wound. There's nothing for him to recruit. I'm going to call end of round. And that's it. The good thing with that is he doesn't get another turn. So, okay. We'll remove the card that we chose. And we are on the first night. Okay. We have done absolutely nothing. We've managed to defeat a single enemy the entire first day. Not great. What did we draw? We draw improvisation, so that could get us 5 influence. Let's have a look at the unit offer. Yeah, oh, okay, so here's an interesting thing. Volkare managed to get that unit from the offer on the first day because he drew a wound and then he rolled the mana die same color. It's going to do that again. So it is in our best interest to try and recruit this unit as quickly as we can. Now this one can be recruited in Monastery. Now we need 6 influence, but unfortunately our reputation is -1, so we need 7 influence. Aye, aye, aye. Okay. We need 7 influence. Can we get 7 influence to recruit those guys? We can use improvisation, hey, to get 5. Yeah. So that's what we're doing. We're staying where we are, playing improvisation with the red mana from the source. Discard another card from my hand to get influence 5. I'm going to get rid of... we're going to have to get rid of most of our cards, hey. Hang on. Hang on. I haven't picked a tactic yet. Whoa, that first day hit hard. Need to pick a tactic. Okay. Mana search is good. I don't think we need it quite as much right now. Now, I could use preparation to search for a specific card, so maybe an influence card that will help us save some of these cards for later. Let's do that. Okay. Okay, his turn. Where's he at? He's up there. Drew another wound, but rolled the green die, so we're safe. Okay. Don't forget, we took preparation, so we search our deck for any one card and put it in our hand. Search. We want... promise? Or threaten? They both give influence 2, and I'm gonna use... well, I could use the gold for influence 5. I can take my reputation even further down. I don't want to do that. 4, much of muchness, same thing. So I'm going to take Promise in my hand. And then I'm going to shuffle my deck. Let's go. So, the plan is improvisation with the red mana, discard another card from your hand to get influence 5. I'm going to discard I'm going to discard this guy. So we have influence 5 plus promise for 2. That's influence 7. What is it now? Oh, hang on. That's not enough because the magic familiars require a mana of a basic color when you recruit them. Oh. That means we need to recruit that without this. So if we do that, that's influence 3, 4, 5. Yikes. 6. Yikes. 7. That was horrible. Hi, we got the magic familiars though, didn't we? And then when we take them, we have to put a mana of a basic color. So what do we want them to be able to do more? Attack, block, what? What's likely to attack us next? These guys. Block 3, attack 5. I mean, red is good. Red. Done. Let's do that. That's it. That's our turn. And we want to keep ambush. All right. Volkare is next. Another wound. Doesn't matter now because we took that unit. Ha! I always find a way, says Stephen. Thanks for joining, Stephen. I was starting to get a bit lonely there, and especially in the way the first day went. I've managed to achieve absolutely nothing. We're picking it up now. We're trying. We're trying a bit more. Okay, where are we at? We are at a monastery. What did we draw? We have our ambush. We have concentration. We have lots of stuff. Lots and lots and lots of stuff. So I reckon we go and kill these guys really, really quickly. So to move there, we need to move for 5. Not a big fan of that. To move to this keep, we need 6. So can we defeat these guys? Because that will give us additional cards. But they both give only 3. So what's the maximum movement that we have? Remember, we have these guys that we can use for block 4. Move or influence, heal 2, yes. But also we have a red mana on them, so they're attacking for 5. So if we use this, March. Actually, if we use ambush, is there a green mana die? There is. It doesn't always have to look pretty. Yes. Let's see if we can make it look efficient at least. Hi. So I don't know if you were here from the start, but the story with this scenario is we're playing against this guy. He's moving around, randomly exploring on the map. So moving in random directions, but as soon as the city is discovered, there's only one city in the scenario, he's going to march straight to the city and try to attack it. If we have not conquered it yet, we'll lose the game. If we've conquered the city and we're out, grazing the fields to become stronger, and he attacks the city twice, we lose the game. If round 6 comes around, so the third night, and we haven't killed him and his entire scary army, we lose the game. So yeah, lots of work to be done. Can we take out both of these? I know we could take out these guys. They don't look as scary. Attack 3, defense 5, and they only have elemental resistances. So a simple attack 5 will get them, which we get just from our unit. Oh, we also have these guys. Reduce one attack by 1 or increase an attack by 2 and reduce their armor by 2. Okay. The guardsmen. That sounds doable. Yes, very doable, mate. Easy peasy. Watch me. I'm gonna go even worse than I did last time, I think. As in, last time I played this scenario. I mean, it's the first time I'm streaming this scenario, so it was bound to go bad. So we could use ambush with a green mana, get us 4 movement, plus the march. That's 6. That's enough to get either here, attack this keep, assault this keep, or here and provoke these guys. And ambush says add +2 to your first attack card of any type or +4 to your first block card of any type, whichever you play first this turn. So we just yeah, I don't think we can kill these guys because we need block 3 and attack 7. These guys can get us attack 5. Determination can get us another 2. That's 7. But where's the block gonna come from? This is a bit of a nuance. I don't know how the rules work here, but it says add plus whatever to your first attack card of any type or to your first block card of any type. What about playing a card sideways? Does that count? Whoa. That's gonna make a difference. Let's look that up really quickly. Mage Knight, ambush, sideways. It's already been asked. So, oh, there is an FAQ. Right, Paul Grogan. Thank you, Paul. It's posted an FAQ, except the URL doesn't work. Okay, yes, we do get that. Okay, let's go. So, right. So that means we can use ambush and march with a green mana to attack the keep. Then we play card sideways that gives us +4 block, which is more than enough to block these guys. And then we use our magic familiars to attack for 5 plus determination for 7. Straightforward. Or we can kill these guys. Who do we want to kill? I say we go around. I like that idea more. Besides, the forests are more difficult to move at night. So, we have a plan. We are playing ambush or march, whatever way you want, with this green mana token. So move 2 plus move 4 is 6. So that's 3. And another 3. That assaults the keep. And this one says add +2 to your first attack card or +4 to your first block card. So these guys have attack of 3. I'm going to play this sideways for 1 block, +4 from ambush, which is more than enough to block them. And then we're going to use the magic familiars. The magic familiars, I say. This command token doesn't want to stay for attack 5. Plus our determination for attack 2 is 7, kills the guardsman. The only thing we have to be careful is to keep the magic familiars on our side you see it says at the start of each round, replace this token with one crystal of any color from your inventory or throw away this unit. So we need to make sure we have a crystal at the end of this round. Right. How are we doing? We need two more fame to level up. Okay, we have 7 cards hand size now because we're next to 2 keeps. Well, inside one of a keep, and then second one is adjacent. Volkare goes next. Another wound. You can roll wounds all you want, mate. The problem with all of this is that he's going to start moving really quickly at some point, because he's been drawing a lot of wounds. Remember, any wound he draws, he stays and rolls a mana die to recruit this unit, which we've removed now. Any color card he moves based on these arrows, spell, he does that thing twice. When the city shows up, he's gonna march for it. Okay. Did we draw all of our cards? No, we still have 2 left. What do we want to do? This one's not gonna happen, this rainbow altar. We don't have any crystals. There's no chance we're gonna get any of that. Just realized we didn't use this. We could have actually, but that's okay. That's okay. So that's a heal, so we need 3 to move there. That's the first thing that needs to happen. So do we use the green mana to... do we use Tranquility to heal? Let's do that. Heal 1. Done. Then we're going to use March with the green mana. So move 4. And so 3 is there. 2 is Explore. I'm unlikely to use Influence, I think. We cannot recruit. Yeah. So I'm going to use this sideways. So for move 1, so 4 plus 1 is 5. So I'm going to use 3 here and Explore with the other 2. Okay. This is interesting now because we need the crystals here, but if I move here, I'm going to provoke these guys. They're going to attack me. I cannot kill them with the stuff that I've got now. Oh, I can. Check this out. These guys are not fortified, which means if I can get ranged attack 5, I kill them before they attack. If I play concentration, when you play this card, if I play the strongest effect, play another action card with it, get the strongest effect for that, and if it gives you attack, get that amount plus 2. I could get Swift Reflex is ranged attack 3, plus 2 from concentration, that's ranged attack 5. The problem, as you may have guessed, is we've already used the mana die from the source, and we don't have any crystals. We are crystal poor. That is not good. So, ooh, mana draw. You could use an additional mana die from the source. That would be amazing, except there's no green here. Oh, okay. I think that means we need to stop where we are now and hope to draw something good for next turn, because there's no way to kill these guys otherwise. Yeah, we're stopping. We could... hang on. What if we use that? Yeah, of course. So I was trying to cheat a little bit here. This skill token says either reduce an attack of an enemy by 1 or increase their attack by 2 to reduce their armor by 2. But you have to reach that attack phase for that to happen, which means you need to go through the block phase first, and we don't want to do that. So we are ending our turn. We're going to keep what we've got. Did we roll anything good? We rolled a gold. Okay. Okay, let's see what Volkare does. Drew a blue card, so he moved. He's coming this way. Okay. He's still a bit far. Alright. Our go. We have to make this our last turn. We don't want to give him another 2 turns. So we have stamina, tirelessness. This is all about movement. Nobody cares about movement. Oh, actually we do. Okay, that is great actually. That helps us because we're going to use movement 3 to move there. That will provoke this guy. And then we're going to use concentration with our gold mana to kill him. Yeah. So I'm using tirelessness and stamina, call it. So that's 2 plus 2 plus 1 from the tirelessness. That's 5 movement. That's more than what I need. I only need 3. I'm going to move there. That provokes these guys. And I'm going to use concentration with this mana die that says when you play this, play another action card with it, get the stronger effect for free and plus 2 of whatever it gives you. So I'm going to play Swift Reflexes. Ranged attack 3 plus 2 is ranged attack 5. These guys are dead. Okay. Wow. We couldn't make use of our mana draw, could we? Yeah, no. Okay. That's it. At least we got... Why did we get -1? Shouldn't we have gotten reputation for killing that guy? Maybe we did. Anyway, that's okay. We ended our turn in a mine, so we need to get a white or red crystal. So we're going to use that for the magic familiars next turn. I think it's going to have to be an attack, I suppose. Move or influence is good. So we could use a white. Move or influence 3 plus 2 is 5. Let's do that. Although we have those funny movement cards, so we're not going to do that. We're going to get a red. And a red crystal. Hand size is irrelevant. It's fine. Volkare goes. He draws a green spell. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He moved twice. He's getting closer to me. I don't like this. I'm going to call end of round now anyway, so I'm not going to give him another chance. Done. Magic familiars go there. I'm going to put a red crystal on them, and that keeps them with me. Right. That was the first night. Let's go second day. This is progressing faster because the turns have to be faster if we are to have any chance against this guy. I don't like our chances at the moment, but we're going to do what we can. Remember, if he flips a wound, if he draws a wound and rolls a yellow here or a gold, he's going to recruit more units. So we need to take these units as quickly as we can. These illusionists, unfortunately, are not going to be easy. We can only get them in a mage tower or a monastery. Monastery is too far away. Mage Tower, there isn't any. Well, there's that guy, but yeah. Okay, so what's our plan now? Do we try to find another monastery? So go here and explore. Or go here and explore. I guess this costs 2, this costs 5. So we're getting dangerously close to this guy though, aren't we? Yeah, I'm gonna play Tirelessness. I think I'm gonna use... Oh, there's only 3 red and a white. Huh. So that's only 2 movement. That's okay, let's do that. So 2 movement gets me there, and now I need 2 more to explore that. Do I play Swiftness? I mean, Concentration with Swiftness is a very good combination, right? Because that gets us range attack 5. The other thing we could do is we could use the Magic Familiars to move. But we've amplified their ability to attack, so I don't want to do that. I think I'd rather burn some cards. Now we want to influence, we want the influence because we want to get that other unit, but that's a lot of ifs and buts to try and find a monastery in this mess. Come on. It's gonna have to be Swiftness. I'm sorry, but it's gonna have to be. Explore. There's a monastery, but unfortunately it's behind these bloody mountains. Unless we go through this wall. What's the rule for the walls? We need +1 movement to cross them? Pretty sure. Yeah, pay 1 extra point and it doesn't provoke the enemies. So if I move from here to here, it doesn't provoke them. Oh, here is a, whatchamacallit. We can hire units there. We can recruit units, a refugee camp. We can recruit units for an additional cost of 1 influence. So we could recruit the illusionists for 8, -1 for reputation. We need 9 influence. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Oh, so we have 1 movement point left over because this one gets us this +1. So we've used 2 of the 3. I could use 1 more to move there, at least. Do I get rid of rage? Back this all up. Back this all up. We forgot to pick a tactic. I was going to take planning anyway, so it doesn't matter. Come on. Sorry about that. Planning says that at the end of your turn, if you have at least 2 cards, draw as if your hand limit is 1 higher. It wouldn't have changed what we did. Played this for 2 movement. Play this for another 3 movement. And I'm going to get rid of rage sideways for 1 more to get there. Now I can provoke them if I want to, but they don't get provoked if I move to that side because this side has a wall. So I'm okay, and I don't necessarily want to attack them. But let's see how we go. That's our turn. We're going to stop there. Although, yeah, I'm going to stop there. End my turn. Rewards claimed. Volkare's turn. Let's see what he draws. He drew a white. He moves up. That's not good. He's following us around. That's not good. Didn't you all tell me this guy is easy to play against? Maybe you didn't. Okay. I like this. We are going to move there and recruit those illusionists. We're not going to give them the opportunity. So this is a hill. We need 3 movement. We are going to play move 2. And we are going to play crystallize sideways for our 3rd movement. That gets us there. There we can recruit these guys for 1 extra cost, so 8 plus -1, well, -1 for reputation. We need 9 to recruit the illusionists. We are going to play do we use these? We're gonna play this, influence 5, reputation -1. We're gonna play this by playing mana draw, which allows us to use an additional mana die from the source this turn. So this is influence 5, and influence 4 gives us the influence 9 that we need. Wowzers. Okay, we took away this unit. And okay. We have our illusionists. I like it. I like it. They can give us influence or a crystal. Or if we feed them a white crystal or a white mana, they prevent an unfortified enemy from attacking at all, which is pretty great. Okay, end our turn. Volkare goes. Uh-oh. Aye. He's... Oh no, he's 2 steps away from us. That means if he draws a red spell, he's going to attack... He's not going to draw a red spell, is he? He's already drawn that. But he's very close. We need to get away from there. Go. Ambush. Yes, please. Ambush is imperative. We need 3 movement to get there. We are playing... Are we playing concentration? Okay. Hang on. We need to move 3 to get here. 2 plus 1 for the wall. And then we need... we need 3 block and 3 attack. That should be fairly easy. So I'm going to use ambush. Do I need... I think I need that, right? I need this green mana. So that's move 4. So that moves me there. Why is this token not moving? Come on. Oh. Missed that. Still not moving that. There we go. Okay. So we need block 3, but we have this. So we just simply need any card sideways. I think it's gonna have to be March. Oh, hang on. Where are we? Oh, we need all of these. Oh, hang on. We have these guys. We have these guys. Hang on. They can give us a white crystal. Is that of any value? It is not. So these guys are useless. These guys can attack or block, which is good, but they can also move. Oh, So I can either lose all of my cards or I can use my units. How many cards have we got? 4. I think I'm going to use my unit. I'm going to use my unit and I'm going to block them. How much do we need to block them? 3? 3 block and 3 attack. And we have ambush. So I mean, any card would block them. We have to lose concentration to keep our March card. So I'm gonna play concentration sideways as a block, which gets me +4 from this, blocks these guys, and then attack. I need 3 attack. I can either play these 2 or I can use my magic familiars. I'm gonna play these 2, so I draw the rest of my cards. Attack 2. Attack 2, done. They did. And I still get to keep my cards. What does it say? Gain 1 reputation -1. Why do I keep losing reputation? I should be gaining reputation for defeating marauding enemies, right? It says gain 1 reputation, so it says -1. End turn. Let's see what it does. Yeah, okay, we gained it. That's fine. All right. Volkare's turn. Aye, aye, aye. White. He's moving further up. Okay. Argo. How do we remove this thing here? It's bothering me. Okay. How are we doing? How are we looking? We're not looking great, are we? So we have all of our last cards. We need a crystal to keep the magic familiars next turn. I think I can do that easily with my illusionists. But what else can I do? Tranquility is absolutely useless. So what are we going to do now? How many tiles? 2 tiles left. One of them is going to be a core tile, and the last tile, we already know this, is the city. So if we explore there, we know that the city is going to be the tile after that. He's too close to the city for my liking, but I don't think there's much I can do about that. If I explore here first, then he's going to find the city there, and he's going to enter it immediately. Oh boy, we're not ready for this. What if we try and burn the monastery down? What does that do? We lose 3 reputation. Come on now. And we need to attack a purple enemy. Oh boy. We don't have enough for that. We have these, but none of this is enough. Okay. So, right. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to use our illusionists to gain a white crystal. That's one thing. We need that for the start of the next round. Now, we could risk it and come here and try and burn the monastery, but we just simply don't have enough. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play my stamina with this blue mana to move 4. Hang on, let's think about this. If I play these 2, move 4, I can move on to the monastery and I can try and burn it down, which means we're going to fight a purple token. Purple token is going to be something powerful like this guy. Can we kill that guy with only 3 cards in our hand, one of which is improvisation, which can be played with the powerful side because there's red mana in the source. Improvisation will discard this bit for either 5 attack or 5 block. Then we have Swift Reflexes, which we cannot boost because we need this crystal for the end, for the start of the next round for the Magic Familiars. Ugh. Last time I took a risk like this, it did not go down well. And of course we have our Magic Familiars, so they can attack for 5 or block 4. So attack 5, block 4, or block 4, and here we have, yeah, not much, do we? Oh boy, let's do it. So I'm gonna move there, and I am going to try and burn down the monastery. That's a really bad idea, isn't it? Oh, your units cannot be used in this combat. Whoa, what? Abort, abort, abort. We're not doing that. What about the maze? The maze is not a bad idea. So the way the maze works is you enter the maze for your action and you have to spend movement points to enter either the 2, the 4, or the 6 level maze. And then we draw and we fight a brown enemy token and we get crystals if we did enter the 2 maze, a spell if we enter the 4, or an artifact if we enter the 6. The problem is we need 2 movement to get there, and we're gonna need more movement to go in, which we have 2, but not more than that. So that might be a bit better because we can use 1 unit for that. Is that going to get us enough to level up? It will. That might be a better idea. Let's do that. I'm gonna move there for 2. Oh, I can't. The damn wall. The damn wall. We need 1 extra movement. We are 1 movement short. Well. Okay then. All right. So in that case, we are playing, yeah, stamina and march for 4 movement. Hang on, we're not doing that. We're playing it this. We're doing it this way then. How much movement do we need to go there and explore? Oh. We need 5 movement for the swamp, and we need to explore this tile because we know the next one's going to be the city, so we can't have the city anywhere near him. Or I let him explore that first and then I explore this. Those are our 2 options, but I cannot go here and explore there. Or here, because then he's going to move there and we are in big trouble unless we explore both of these tiles. Makes sense? We go to this monastery, explore this, and then the last one is the city here. But then he's going to march straight for the city, which means we're going to have what? 2, maybe 3 turns before he reaches the city. That's how much we're going to have to get into the city and destroy it. And we are we are level 3. There is no chance in hell we can take on a city right now. What is our option though? I think it's gonna have to be that. So we need 3 to move there, plus 2, 7 movement to explore. Let's do it. Improvisation with whatever here to get move 5. We're gonna get rid of this guy. That gets us movement 5. So that's this guy. That's 3. Hang on, why can't we explore that? Uh-oh. What's the problem here? Why cannot we explore this tile? That does not make sense. I should be able to explore this tile. I don't know why it's not letting me. Okay, you're loving the creativity. Yeah, too bad it's not going to matter. Anyway, we have 5 movement. That's okay. Let's go here. I don't know why it's not letting me explore this tile. It might be a rule I'm missing. Gonna move there for 5 and then place stamina for 2 to explore this. Oh, now it lets me explore that. Oh, alright, that's just... I know why. Because to be able to explore a tile, it needs to touch at least 2 other tiles. Maybe it has to do with something like that. Okay. So that's all of our movement points done. There's a nice dragon there. We're not going to go anywhere near that. And now I think with our last movement, we're not going to reveal the city there. We're going to try and gain a bit of time, and we're going to go down here. I could even try to go around and come to this keep. That's... So I have 4 more movement from these, and I've got my magic familiars for 3 more movement. I don't think I can do anything else in the monastery, right? I can burn it down. I could gain an action card for 6 influence, which isn't going to happen because I have -1 from reputation. So I need 7 influence. These guys get me 3, and these guys 4, except I just used them. So it's not going to happen. But I'm going to move there. For my last 2 movement points, and last 2 is not going to do anything. I'm just going to stay there. Oh, I could come here. Hey. All right, so instead of moving there, I could... Hang on. I've confused myself. We've used 5 movement points there and 2 to explore. These are these. 5 and 2. We have 2 plus 2, 4 more that we could use, plus the magic familiars. What I'm thinking is we position ourselves on the maze, and then at the start of the next round, we enter the maze with the intent of getting either a 4 or a 6 movement to gain a spell or an artifact. And then we go and discover the city from the bottom. So get the maze, get the garrison, and then attack the city. Let's do that. Move 2. Gonna move there, and then we need 3 movement to get to that because of the bloody wall. But we have our magic familiars that move 3 and gets us there. Cannot use that. That's okay. That's it. We are done. End the turn. Wow. That is a lot of thinking for not a lot of result. Okay, well, Volkare goes. Oh, he drew a wound, which is inconsequential right now. We are calling end of round. Magic familiars go back because we will feed them white crystal. So that means they give us move or influence, boosted move or influence this turn. We are in the second night. So what needs to happen now is we need to get into this maze, grab a spell as quick as we can, then go and get this keep before we explore the city. In the meantime, while we're doing that, we need to make sure this guy doesn't explore here or here up there, because he's going to reveal the city. So do we have enough time to do all of that before he gets to this? What cards did we draw? Did we draw any movement points? We have our concentration, which is... Oh, hang on. We have our magic familiars. They can give us move 5. Which is enough to gain a spell. Or we can boost it one more and gain a 6th movement point to go for an artifact. But I think I will feel better if we have an additional card in our hand, especially with improvisation in our hand. So that's what we're doing. We are going to use our magic familiars. It's not ideal to use our unit this early, but hey. Oh, hang on. We need to pick a tactic. Same mistake. Pick a tactic, diff. This gets us additional turns, which we don't really want to do. This is reroll up to 2 mana dice, which can be very useful. This is a mulligan. And sparring power is great, but I don't think we're going to end up having such an epic turn here. I think it's going to take a while. So do we take Mana Search or Midnight Meditation to take a mulligan basically when we absolutely need it? Let's do that. Okay, Volkare goes first. Uh-oh, this may change things. Uh-oh, hang on. Okay, green card means he's 2 spaces away from us now. Yikes. What's happening with the units? The catapults. We can only recruit this at a keep, but we need a ton of influence. We're not going to get there. We are going to have to go here, destroy this garrison in this keep, and then have enough influence to get these catapults before he rolls a yellow die when he draws a wound. Right. Not going to happen. Using the magic familiars to attack this maze. So that is 5 movement. And we will draw a, where is it? A brown token. Yeah. Oh. Right. Okay. What did we draw? Draw a Manticore. Oh boy. So he has, we need to block for 4. Oh no, he has swiftness, which means we need double the amount of block. Yikes. He also has assassination, which means we can't assign the damage to units. And he has poison, which means every wound we take, we put one in our discard pile. Damn you, Manticore. How do we defeat this guy now? Don't forget we have taunt. That's not bad. Can we do 8 block? I don't think we can. We have the illusionists. Now, what is the rule for the maze? You can enter a maze as your action. If you do, you may choose one ready unwounded unit to accompany you. You cannot use any unit other than the chosen one during the entire action. Okay, so that means we screwed up because we use the magic familiars to move into the maze, which means we cannot use the illusionists in the fight. Boo. So there's 2 options. We can either try and block him for 8 and attack for 6. Not going to happen. We can use this to reduce his attack to 3. So that means we need block 6, attack 6. Still not going to happen. Concentration with swift reflexes would get us ranged attack 5, which is 1 short of what we need to kill him without him attacking us. Well, that was unfortunate. So we're going to have to let him hit us. And if we're going to let him hit us for 4, we might as well let him hit us for 6. So I'm going to use Taunt, which says increase the attack of one enemy by 2. So it goes from 4 to 6. We're going to get 2 wounds anyway. And then his armor becomes 4. So we use this. He attacks us for 6. We have 3 armor, so we gain 2 wounds. So we gain, the way this works, if you haven't played Mage Knight, is you gain a wound. If you don't block, you gain a wound no matter what. Then you subtract your armor from his attacks. He's attacking for 6. We have 3 armor. There's 3 left. We take another wound. 2 wounds now. We subtract our armor again. So 3 from 3 is 0. There's no more damage left to be allocated, so we don't take any more wounds. That's how that works. Excuse me. So, we took 2 wounds and 2 need to go in our discard pile. And then, because of the poison. And then we just need 4 attack. We can do that, he says. We could have played this to reduce his attack by 1. And if with this we reduce it another 1, that would only be attacking for 2. So we'd need 4 block. I still don't think we can do it. Oh, yes, we can. Yes, we can. Let's do that. Do we need the wounds? I don't need the wounds. So I'm using Taunt to reduce his attack for 1. Then I'm using Swift Reflexes to reduce one enemy attack by 1. So it uses another 1, goes down to 2. Which means to block him, because I have Swiftness, I need to block for 4. So, I'm playing Concentration. That doesn't work, does it? Are you telling me we are 1 short? I think we are 1 short. Because I need 2 cards to get attack 5. Plus 1 is 6. We are 1 card short, or 1 mana short, or however you wanna translate that. Right, back to the original plan. 2 wounds in hand. We need to deal 4 damage. I'm going to use improvisation. Discard mana draw, that is 3 damage plus 2 from determination, that's 5. That is enough. Okay, that took a bit longer, didn't it? Okay. End turn. Gain side conquest rewards. This is what you're here for. Here we go. If you defeated, claim your reward. We paid 4 movement points. A spell. Give me the spell. What do we have? We have Cure Disease, Snowstorm or Blizzard, and Offering or Sacrifice. Cure is not bad, hey. We happen to have 2 wounds in our hand. We can heal. It helps us now, but it doesn't help us later much. We still have 12 cards though to go, so... And we haven't drawn our heal yet. And we're going to gain one of these afterwards. Let's have a look. This actually get us a heal, and this one... Right. And we're going to get an advanced action card as well. So we're going to get a token, a skill token, an action card, and a spell. So rush of adrenaline. For each of the first 3 wounds you take to your hand this turn, draw a card. Yeah. Wow. Alright. So that might be useful for the city. Wow. But not right now, is it? What about learning? That doesn't help. Mana Storm. Let's take Mana Storm. We need that because of our magic familiars. So I'm going to take Mana Storm. How do I do this? In what order? I'm assuming I need to take the spell first. It says gain side conquest rewards. It makes more sense because the rest I take at the end of my turn after I level up. So I'm going to take my spell first. I think we need the healing. I think we need it. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to take Mana Storm. And here we can either take this one that gets us also a blue crystal, or we can take this that enhances our attacks. Given we have not many ways to gain crystals, I'm inclined to go with this, even though this is going to go to waste a little bit now. The healing, I mean. Okay. We've done that, done that, done that. We've leveled up. We're level 4. We need 8 fame to get to level 5. Okay. Rewards claimed. Do we have any healing in our hand? Done. Volkare goes, he's 2 spaces away. Please do not draw a spell. Drew a wound and rolled a white, so he didn't recruit that. Okay. Right. What are we doing? We're going to do this. We're going to draw our spell soon, so that will have a heal of 2. So this is going to go to waste if we do it now. But what are we going to do with only 3 cards? We can move here for 3 and then assault this keep for 2 before we explore. The problem is if he moves this way and explores here, he's going to find the city before us. The other option is to move here for 2 and here, no, we need 3 because of the wall and 4 because of the other wall. Yeah. We just don't have that. Those catapults are on the keep. I think I want to go towards the keep. Is there any way I can speed these up? How can I speed these up? I have to do this. I have to get rid of the wound cards, don't I? So that gets me a blue crystal. I heal 1. Then I could play concentration with swift reflexes. So to get move 6. That well, I don't need 6 though, do I? Oh yeah, I could. I could go 2, 3 plus 4 is 7. Mana Storm is quite interesting because we can just simply gain a crystal. Problem if we do that is we don't have enough to move. We need to get to this keep. So I'm going to I'm going to use this with the white mana die from the source to move 4 and move down there. And then how many cards we have? 13. That should be enough. And then we're going to use Mana Storm to choose a mana die in the source that is showing a basic color, gain a crystal of that color to your inventory. Now what do we want? I think we would like the green. That's it. And then concentration we keep for our next turn. End the turn. We're going way too slow. Volkare will catch up with us. He drew a green. Yep, he's coming closer now. Aye, 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 aye. That's gonna be cutting it really close. I don't know if there's another way to do this though. So what did we draw? We drew our cure. Heal 2, draw a card for each wound heal from your hand this turn. Okay. Yeah. The illusionists don't do much right now, do they? We can't attack this keep. So what are we going to do? Are we just going to sit there and wait? That's not great. Do we just use the turn to move at least? Oh, we still have 10 cards. Oh, okay. We can't attack this keep. We just can't. We don't have enough. I'm going to play my spell. Oh, hang on. Am I moving first? Do we want to move? Do we want to move here? Just to have our options open and to be away from this guy. I don't know that I do. Because here, moving into this keep is costing me 2. From here, it's going to cost me 3 because of this bloody wall. I don't have to attack this keep, by the way. The reason I want to attack it is so I can try and recruit these catapults before he gets another token in his army. Oh. I think I gotta move. I'm gonna move. Let's do it. I'm gonna move down there, sit there, play Cure with the golden mana. I'm not gonna spend my... Or do I spend my green crystal? No, I'm gonna use my gold mana. Heal 2. There's one heal. For each wound card from your hand, draw a card from each wound, heal. Okay, so we draw 1 card. Ready each unit heal this turn. That's excellent. Oh! Does this change things? If we play Tranquility with the green crystal, we can draw 2 more cards. Do we want to do that? Or do we want to save the green crystal for using with concentration? Which is kind of the idea, right? That was the idea. I mean, we could play to draw 1. I don't know. Any clever ideas here? We don't even have another unit slot. I mean, we could discard one of these, obviously. I think I'm going to speed it up. You know what? I'm not going to speed it up. I'm just going to stay there. End my turn. I rolled a black, which isn't good. Volkare's go. Let's see. This game might end very quickly. He rolled... Oh no, he got that unit. He rolled a wound. He flipped a wound, drew a wound card, and then rolled the gold, which is the color here. So he got another unit in his army. He has 6 units now. He's stronger than the city. How are we going to defeat him? Forget about the city. The city is going to be a walk in the park compared to this guy. The good thing with him is we don't have to defeat him at once. We can start defeating enemies one by one, but we're going to get 1,000,000 wounds. Okay, problem for another day. Another game day, as in. Let's see how we go. So, knight. We have 7 cards in our hand. Do we assault this keep? I'm going to do it. I'm going to play Tranquility with the group. The problem is we're giving up on concentration, which is very, very, very useful. Except we don't know if we're going to have any green cards in our hand. Okay. I'm going to do it. I'm going to play Tranquility and draw 2 cards. Oh. I drew Influence cards. No, that's not what we wanted. We wanted movement cards. I mean, we have Ambush, so we're fine, but this doesn't help us with movement or with attacking or with blocking. Oh. Influence, you say. Can we go to the village and recruit something? Utem Guardsmen. They're not horrible, but they're not great. And we'd have to replace one of these. Replace the Illusionists is not a bad idea. Use them to draw a white crystal, then move there and recruit the Utem Guardsmen. How much influence do we need? 5 minus 1. We need 6 influence to recruit those guys. Can I attack the keep with the cards that I have? Yeah. How am I going to attack them? Using my influence to get them to open the gates? We have Ambush, which is great, but it's just not enough. It's not going to be enough. Maybe it is, I don't know. Do we do that? Or do we use the Illusionists? We're taking too long. We're taking way too long. Alright, let's do it. It doesn't make sense. We need to move 3. How do we even move 3? I don't want to use my ambush, but don't see what else I can do. Oh, this is just silly now. Okay. I'm going to use my ambush to attack the keep and see what happens. Okay. We're good with that? Move 2. Add +1 to your first attack of any type, or +2. Oh, do I want to use concentration? Get a blue, white, or red mana token. Okay, we'll figure that out. Yeah, move 2, we need 3. I'm going to play something sideways. I'm going to play Threaten sideways. So, done. Aye. What have we got? Whoa. The game is super excited. Whoa, what happened there? Where did this green crystal come from? Oh, I used it before. Okay, so we have shock troops Actually, they're not fortified. Except we don't have any ranged attacks. So, doesn't matter. They attack for 5, and then we need to attack them for 3 if we block them, or for 6 if we do not. So, what I'm thinking here is... I will play my concentration, hear me out. I will play my concentration to gain a white mana token. Done. Then I can use my white mana token to use the illusionists that says target unfortified enemy does not attack this combat. So these guys are not fortified, they're not attacking, all I need to do is attack them. The question is, elusive says this enemy's higher armor value is used until successfully blocked. If I prevent them from attacking, does that count? Another question for the internets. Let's have a quick look. Elusive enemy not attacking. It keeps the higher value. So that's not good for us because we're 1 short. So even if we prevent him from attacking, that does not help us, unfortunately. So in that case, we're going to do it a different way. We're not going to use this thing. Thanks, Steven. Thanks for hanging out, mate. I'm going to keep my concentration. I'm going to let them attack me for 5. I think. Take 2 wounds. Oh, hang on. No, that's fine. I forgot ambush. Ambush saved us. So, tap in. So, ambush gets us +1 to our first attack of any type or +2 to our first block card of any type. So, we're playing concentration. Get a 1 mana, white mana, use the illusionist to prevent them from attacking. So we don't get any wounds, but we still have to do 6 damage. We don't even need to do that, because I forgot we can use a red thing from the source. There you go. Attack 4, +5, because of the +1 from the ambush, that's 5. Which we don't even need. Because rage gets us 2, so that's 7. So that kills them, and we still get to block them. Wowzers. Okay. I was a bit involved. But we got them. We drew all of our cards. Volkare's go. Turn. Let's see where he goes. What is he going to draw? He drew a wound. He did not get any more units, but he's super powerful now. Okay, this is going to be our last turn for this night. And he's going to go. Now, our goal was to recruit. Unfortunately, we missed out on these catapults. We can still recruit this or this. Oh, all of these 3 actually. They're up for recruiting. Okay. We have a ton of movement and only 2 influence. So we can get 4 influence from this, and if we play everything else sideways, we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can get 9 influence maximum. That's all we can get. 9 influence maximum says... Completely forgot about this card, but that's okay. 9 influence says we can recruit any of these two. Who would we replace? Would we replace our illusionists? They're useful lads, but not as useful as these guys. Although, target unfortified enemy does not attack this combat is pretty useful. If only we could level up before so we can have a 3rd unit. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 5 fame. Is there any way we can get 5 fame? We could go to this maze and fight something. But we just don't... We simply do not have cards to fight. And then we'd have to come back and yeah. So we either recruit and replace something, or we attempt to go in here and fight to level up. If we do that, we need 4 movements, so we're going to lose 2 cards to get in there. And we're going to keep the white mana for the swiftness, which is the only attack or block card that we have. So, how does that sound? That sounds like a stupid idea, Def. We're going to gain a ton of wounds, and it's not guaranteed that we'll be able to kill anybody with that type of cards. So we're only going to have 3, 4, 5, 6 attack maximum. And we have taunt. But that's it. That's a very risky move. Do we want to do that? What else are we going to do? Recruit. I don't like that. Let's... Oh, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to use my 2 marches to move down here. 4, 4. Let's do it. Oh, hang on. I haven't seen the monster yet. I don't want to do that because I need another card, another 2 movement points to get into the maze. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Scratch that. That's going to be an undo. Doesn't matter what I drew. It's going to go away. I'm just going to put it there. Shuffle these. How do you shuffle that? Okay. Sorry, that was a stupid idea because I forgot I need extra movement to get to the maze. So I'm going to stay there and I'm going to play this for 4 influence, 5, 6. All of these are sideways, by the way. So how much is that? That's 5 cards plus 4 influence. That's 9. We can recruit any one of these. Do we want the Amotep Freezers? I think so. They seem to be the most powerful ones. They're level 3 units, so... You have no free tokens to enlist another unit. Yes, how do we dismantle a unit? There's a way to do that. Do you just flip them down? Yeah. There you go. That's the end of my turn. And we are going to use this blue to keep the magic familiars next round. Oh! Oh, that's another thing we could do. We could replace the magic familiars because they will eat this crystal. But they're pretty useful, these lads. Let's keep them around. Done. Volkare's go. White. He's moving up. Okay, well that was kind of lucky for us. We have nothing we can do, so we're calling end of round. Alright. We need to flip these. We have this blue crystal goes to the magic familiars, which means that they are now able to block for 7 if we want to use them for blocking. This is excellent. If we have a blue mana token, see there, target enemy does not attack in this combat and it gets an armor -3. This would be excellent for the city. Okay, so the plan now is we need to explore and find the city and then take the city before he gets there. Good luck with that. How are we going to do that? We have lots of cards in hand, but one of them is a wound. We have tranquility, so we can get rid of it, but that doesn't help us. That just helps us for next turn. We drew our cure spell, which is kinda useless. Right. Do we delay one more turn? Is the question here. If he draws a spell and moves this way, he's gonna find the city before we do. So we either explore now, and we know he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 turns, 4 movements to get to the city. But I think we might have to. Or we move to the maze and we do what we talked about before. Move to the maze and try to take something from there to level up, go back recruit, or is that too much? Is that too much? We could use this guy. That gets rid of the wound, but that doesn't help us with this. So we have to use this, otherwise it's useless. So we're going to use the gold from the source for that to heal 2. We only have 1 wound in hand, and we draw a card for each one we healed. There's 1. There's concentration. That's good. Now we have tranquility, so we could draw another card. Let's do it. We have so many cards in our hand now. Okay. We have a ton of attacking, blocking and stuff. Do we want to go to the maze to gain one more powerful thing, or why did we get? We need a tactic. Same problem, Def. Let me just go first. Makes it easier. I've completely forgot I have to do that. So, what did we do? We have all these cards, and I was asking why did we draw so many cards, I think. We got one from the spell. But why did we draw so many in the first place? We should only have a hand size of 5 plus 6. Why do we have 8? I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to keep moving. So, what's the plan here? What is the plan? Do we explore and find the city, or do we go to the maze? The problem with the maze is we have a ton of movement and stuff, a ton of attack, but not much movement. And I don't want to use my units because I need them for the city. Yeah. Let's explore. Yeah. Explore, find the city. There we go. We have the blue city. And the red dragon keeping an eye on it. Can we provoke the red dragon, the ice dragon? Okay, the ice dragon is tricky because he has an attack of 6, ice attack 6. We do not have any fire block, do we? We do not. But we can use this to gain a blue mana token and use Amotep Freezers. Target enemy does not attack this combat and gets armor -3. Which means this dragon will be completely neutralized and will need to deal 4 damage to... Well, he's going to have 4 armor, but he has physical resistance. Oh man, this guy is tough. This guy is tough. But we have to kill him, right? We're gonna have to. We're running out of time. So there's no discussion here. The only discussion is how we're gonna kill him. And we need to use the Amotep Freezers. We absolutely need to, otherwise there's no way we can... Unless we let him deal 2 wounds to us. And then we heal 1 with this. What does that do, you ask? It saves us using our unit. But if we don't use that unit, he has... Oh my god, he has an armor of 7 and physical resistance. We don't have any fire attack or anything like that. So we're gonna have to deal double the amount of damage to kill him, 14. We're gonna have to use everything we got, and I don't even know if that's gonna be enough. Therefore, we have to use this. Or we could use concentration to gain the blue mana token and save this. If we use concentration, then we would need 4 attack. He has 4 armor, physical resistance. We need 8 attack. Do we have 8 attack? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna have to use all of our cards. This is what the cards are for, says Def. But also this is what these skills tokens are for. Let's do that. I'm gonna use this skill token to gain a blue crystal. Then once per turn I'm gonna... Oh, it doesn't matter. Because I'm gonna provoke this dragon. Provoke. I'm going to use my blue crystal with the Amotep Freezers. Target enemy does not attack this combat and gets armor -3. So his armor becomes 4. But he still has physical resistance. Which means I need to attack him for 8. So cannot use a green, can I? There's no green. Okay. Yeah, so to get 8 attack, I need 2, 4, 6, and 2 cards sideways. I don't want to use the magic familiars. I want to keep them around. So what do we want? Do we want to keep concentration, or do we want to keep threaten to try and recruit something? I think that's the deal. That was the idea. 7, 8. That kills the dragon. And we keep threaten, see if we can recruit somebody, because we're going to level up momentarily. End turn and level up. Did we get our reputation? We did. We're back to 0. That's good. Confirmed your hand size. It says draw up to 9 cards. Why? Why are you giving me 9 cards to draw? That must be some mistake. There must be something wrong that's happened. Hand size increased from proximity to keep. Okay, that's 1. I shouldn't be drawing 9. I should be drawing 6 plus 1, 7. If I'm not close to the keep, what's my hand size? 6. There you go. So I go to the keep. Goes to 9. I don't understand. Why? Your hand limit is 1. Oh, for each keep you own. I forgot one of the most important rules of Mage Knight. Your hand size increases by 1 for each keep you own when you are on or adjacent to a keep you own. So 9 is correct. I'm gonna draw a ton of cards now. And I've leveled up, so I have slot here for a unit. It's all gonna come down to a couple of turns now. Where does Volkare go? Let's see what he draws. Let's hope he draws a wound and does not roll a gold die. Yikes. He got a blue, so he moved. He needs 1, 2, 3 to get to the city. And he is going to go to the city now. The direction doesn't matter. He's just going to march to the city. So I don't like our chances. I have to take the city over and then be able to defend it when he arrives. Good luck with that. Yeah. But we have to delay now because we are on the keep and we can get this unit. We need to get this unit before he recruits it. We need 8 influence. We need to get that. Do we have influence? We have a ton of cards here. I know it's not great to not do anything, but we need to do that. Sorry, we used these guys before. So I'm going to how much influence do we need? 8. If we play these guys, we need, that's 5. There's a red there. I think we're going to use that. It gets us 5 influence. Then we're going to play improvisation. Discard another card to get influence 3. This can be pretty useful. We need the movement to get to the city. So, crystallize or march? We're going to use march, and then we're going to use crystallize. Oh no, we can't, because we already used the mana. Okay. Okay. Alright, in that case. Right. So that gets us the 8 we need. 5 plus 3 is 8, and we are going to recruit fire golems. Mandatory recruitment before Volkare gets to it. And that's our turn. Do we need to discard any cards? Do we need to get rid of any cards? There's 3 cards here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to draw all of them. We don't care. Yeah. Let's see what he does. He drew a wound. Hey, we saved that unit at the very last minute. See that? He drew a wound and rolled the gold, but we had just taken that unit away from him. Okay, this is going to be our last turn. No way I'm giving him another turn now. So how much movement is that? That's 3 movement to get there and another 2 to get in the city. We need 5. And then fight a city. Good luck with that, Def. And only 2 mana dice in the source that we can use, blue and white. Blue and white. How much movement do we need? 5. I think we need to skip that. If we use ambush and march, do we have any other movement cards? We have stamina. So that's 6 movement. That gets us enough, but we don't have enough cards left. But I think that's going to have to be it. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. 2 plus 2 is 4. We move next to the city. Bang. What have we got here? We have heroes. 2 separate attacks and they have swiftness. Good luck with that. The fire mages, 8 fire attack. Yikes. And ultimate mages, 5 cold fire attack and brutal and poison and physical resistance. Holy moly. I don't care, I'm attacking everyone. I am going in, no matter what. Stamina says 2 movement, says attacking the city. Now. I'm going in, I'm gonna take a ton of wounds now and see if I get knocked out. If I get knocked out, it's done. But let's see. All of these guys are fortified, which means only siege attack counts, not ranged attack. So that means they're all going to attack me because I have no siege attack. Aye, aye, aye. What's the deal here? Who do we attack? Who do we kill? Do we have any elemental blocking? Because these guys are attacking cold fire and these guys are attacking with fire attack. So that means unless we have special like cold block and etc., we don't have any of those. So that means to block these 2, we're going to need double the amount. We don't have that. Oh boy. And these guys, we need double the amount to block because they have swiftness. You gotta be kidding me. So the magic familiars at the moment, let's have a look. The magic familiars have block 7 or any of the other ones, attack 3, etc. I'm assuming we're gonna use the block 7. Problem with block 7 is it doesn't help us. Oh yeah, it does. It blocks the first attack from these guys. What happens with the enemies that have double attack? That have multiple attacks? What happens if we only block one of them? I don't think it matters. I think, is there a rulebook somewhere? Enemy token abilities, rulebooks, no. Where's the expansion rulebook? Should be at the end, there we go. Let's have a look. Oh boy. How do we defeat General Volkare, you say? Enemies with multiple attacks. Some enemies have multiple attack values. They perform several separate attacks. An enemy is considered successfully blocked. Only if all attacks are blocked. For the purpose of attack bonus or abilities, each attack is handled separately. Okay. So I think that means we could try and block these guys. We're going to get 1,000,000 wounds here, and I don't know how to stop it, is what I'm saying here. Because we don't have significant blocking. We have the magic familiars that can block 7. That's enough to block this 3 attack, because we need double because they have swiftness. Or I can let them hit me. I'm going to take 2 wounds just from these guys. Then these guys have an attack of 8. They can wound these guys. And there's 2 left over which will come to me, so I'll take a wound. So that's 3 wounds. You counting? And then the ultimate mages. Oh, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. These guys have physical resistance and fire resistance, so I could get the fire mages to assign the damage to them. Oh man, this is becoming such a puzzle, isn't it? I know I can kill some of these guys, right? But I need to take wounds, and that's the problematic bit. These guys do 5 attack. If I let them, they double the attack because of brutal. So that would mean if I would take wounds, I would take 4 wounds because my armor is only 3. Plus 2 wounds from this, that's 6 wounds. That's equal to my unmodified hand size limit. I will get knocked out. Not good. There are a few things I can do. I could use swift reflexes to reduce somebody's attack here. So I think what we've established is I'm going to let these guys attack me. I don't think it's worth trying to block them. I'm going to gain 2 wounds. Done. Then I need to block these guys. And what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking of using swift reflexes with the white if I don't use that, if I use swift reflexes, then I can reduce one enemy attack by 1. Now, if I reduce these ultimate mages by 1, they're only going to be attacking for 5. So that means I can assign the damage to the magic familiars. Problem with that is I'm not going to be able to use the magic familiars afterwards. So let's say I assign it to me. 5 minus 1 is going to be 4, but it's brutal, so they do 8 damage. I have 3 armor, that means I get 3 wounds. Ay, 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 ay. That's not good. Not going to happen, is it? I need to block one of these guys. Oh, hang on, I can use this. I can use that to... okay. I can use that to reduce somebody's attack. So what if I leave these guys as is to attack, but they assign the damage to the Amotep Freezers? They have armor of 6, they attack for 5, they have brutal, so that's 10. That still will give me a wound. Ugh. Right. Interesting puzzle. What if I use the magic familiars to block them? So I play Swift Reflexes, reduces the enemy attack by 1. Yeah. So they attack for 4 instead of 5. I use this. Reduce the enemy attack by 1. So they attack for 3. And then because all the blocks are halved, I use the magic familiars with their block 7 to block these guys. So these guys have been blocked. Excellent. Done. And now these guys... I cannot possibly block them. They're attacking for 8. I can assign damage to these guys and take 1 wound. Or these guys and take 1 wound. Has to be, yeah? I guess I could do the same with these guys. So they take a wound, I take a wound. Done. And now, can we actually attack finally? Can we please attack somebody? Please. Please attack somebody with my single attack card. I only have 1 card that attacks. Aye, aye, aye. Okay, so if we use this, we don't have many options here. With the white mana die from the source, that's ranged attack 3. Plus the fire golems. Yeah, I don't know what I can do actually. Don't have a red or a way to create a red crystal. So, oh boy, I'm going to use these fire golems for attack 3 plus ranged attack 3. That's attack 6. Attack 6. Who can we kill? We can kill this guy and we can kill this guy. Or, right? One of these. So hang on, we're not going to use the fire golems then. We're going to use these 3. Oh, it's the end of the round, so it doesn't matter. Oh, okay. So yeah, 3 plus 3 is 6. We're killing one of these guys. Who do we want to kill? I guess these guys. These need 6 plus 4, 8 block. This guy needs, yeah. I think these guys. So these guys remain. We've killed their fire mages at least. Actually, these guys, if we could deal 5 damage, we can deal 3. Oh, we are 1 damage short. Damn it. Because we could use these 3 plus 2 cards sideways. That's 5. Kills that. And then that's 3 plus this is 4. We need 1 more to kill the fire mages. Oh, is there any way we can pull that off? I don't think there is. Well, that's a shame. I'm not going to undo everything now to explore that. There must be some kind of something we could save somewhere. It's fine. 3 plus 3 says 6, so we kill one of these guys. So we'll kill these guys. And then I'm going to use mana draw, use an additional mana die from the source, and I'm going to play Crystallize to pay a mana of a basic color to gain a crystal of that color. So basically I'm going to play that to gain a blue crystal so I don't lose my magic familiars for next turn, for next round. And my influence card is useless. That's it. End turn. I was involved and didn't do what we wanted. But that's okay. Have you retreated to a safe space? We have not. We shall retreat now. There you go. Confirm your hand size. It does not matter. We're going to call end of round. Volkare's turn. He's going to move closer to the city. There's no chance we can get out of this mess. So, end of round. Call end of round. Yeah. So we're gonna keep the magic familiars. Whoops. Did one of those tokens have poison before? These guys did. Did we block that? Yeah, we blocked that. Okay. Right. Final round. Third night. We need in one night get into the city, conquer the city, and then defeat all of these guys when he attacks us. How possible does that look? I don't like my chances. But we're going to give it a crack. So which tactic do we want? Reroll mana is good. Long night just gives us 3 extra cards. It's not going to happen. Sparring power might be good because we save cards when he attacks us, but we're going to need the cards for the city anyway, so I don't know. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Because if we conquer the city, our hand size is going to grow from the city anyway. So we're not going to do that, I don't think. I think we don't stand a chance anyway. So I'm just going to take the easy way. Oh, he's going first anyway. He's right next to the city now. Oh, okay. Yeah, this isn't great. So we have to play our heal card. First, before we do anything, we play our heal card. We use the green mana to heal 2. Now, with heal 2, we could get rid of 2 wounds from our hand or heal this unit. But the healing points we need to pay is equal to the level of that unit. So because it's a level 2 unit, it's going to take up our entire heal 2 to do it. Oh boy. we have this. I have an idea. Why don't we use this to get us a blue crystal, heal 1, gets rid of 1 card, and then we play this to heal this unit. Because the text of the card says heal 2. We did. Draw a card for each wound healed from your hand this turn. We healed 1, it's just not from the spell, it was from something else. So that still counts. And ready each unit heal this turn. Hang on. This unit was already ready. Yeah, okay, that's okay. We need the magic familiars. So we draw a card. Now what? We're moving. We need to move. We need to move into the city urgently and kill them all. Right now. Right now. No other way around it. So. Ambush, yeah? We could play mana draw. Move 4. Add +2 to your first attack or +4 to your first block. Is that better than this? Yes. So we're playing mana draw. Hear me out. We're playing mana draw. We are going to use the white die from the source because this says you can use 1 additional mana die from the source this turn. Scratch that. That was incorrect. You can use 1 additional mana die. Okay. So we could use any of these guys. Right, okay. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. So I was going to use this. But I think I'm not going to. I'm going to save it. +4 to your first block. Yeah, I have to. So mana draw says you can use 1 additional mana die. I'm going to use this for ambush. That says move 4 and you add +2 to your first attack or +4 to your first block card you play this turn. So I'm moving on the city again. Fight, fight, fight. These guys again. Okay. Right. Here's what's going to happen now. We need 5 attack and 8 of something. Do we have enough to kill all of those guys? A blue mana would be excellent, which we have. Target enemy does not attack this combat. Do we want to use that now? If we do that, who are we going to stop from attacking? This guy or these guys? We have all of these things here. We are most likely going to use our magic familiars for block 7. Block 7 blocks either the first attack from these guys or a reduced attack from these guys. So, all right, so hypothetical question. If we use the blue If we use the blue crystal for Amotep freezers, we can stop one of these from attacking. Let's say we stop these from attacking, and then we use the magic familiars to block 7, that blocks the first attack of these guys. And then we use this to reduce their second attack by 1. So they attack us for 1, but because of swiftness we need 2 block. So we use determination to block. So we've blocked, and now we need to kill all of these things. I don't think we have enough. Fire golems can attack for 3. Plus improvisation for another 3. If we use concentration, that will be 5. That's 8. That's enough to kill these guys. That's 5. These guys need a lot. Unless we can do fire attack of some sort. If we do fire attack here, we have a chance. Oh, but they're going to get an armor of -3. Okay. So we're doing this. I don't think there's any other chance here. We're doing this. We're going to use the Amotep freezers with the blue crystal. This enemy does not attack, and they get armor of -3. So their armor is now 5. But because they have physical resistance, any physical attacks are halved. Yeah? Concentration gives us a red token. Oh, sorry, hang on. Before we do that, we need to figure out what we're going to do with the other guys. These guys, do we bother attacking them? Do we just take 2 wounds and be done with it? Yeah. But do we take the 2 wounds, or do we let a unit take them? I think we let this unit take the first, and then we take the second. I think that's how that works. Any leftover. Oh, hang on. No. Hang on. With the units, any attack on top of their armor goes to the player. But what happens with multiple attacks? Right, so that means you cannot assign a wound to the same unit, which is fine. I'm going to assign a wound there, and then I'm going to take one in my hand and let these guys attack. It's just not worth trying to block them. Or I could take a second wound. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to be able to get rid of them anyway. So, that's done. And now we are going to use concentration to gain a red mana token. Are you still with me? Everybody's fallen asleep. To do ranged fire attack with the fire golems. Because that's fire attack to these guys. Now remember their whatchamacallit, their defenses, their armor has been reduced to 5. Fire attack 4 means they only have 1 left over. But because it's physical attack, it's 2. So we're just going to use determination to kill them. So these guys are dead. And then 5 attack with these. We can use improvisation. Unfortunately, we don't have another red mana we can use. That's 3, that's 4, that's 1 short. So we have to use the magic familiars, unfortunately. So we're going to use the magic familiars for attack 3 and these 2 sideways. to attack 5 and kill these guys. Wow. At least we gain a ton of fame, 13, which is not enough to level us up twice, but hey. So we took out the city, but Volkare is about to enter the city. So, okay, we need a new skill token, a new advanced action. Okay, we're definitely going to take this guy. Flip this token to get heal on and 1 white crystal to your inventory. Yeah. The other one, I don't even want to read it. Take that. And then advanced actions, what do we want? Can we get some kind of crazy recruiting done in this city that we're in before this guy gets in? Okay. We have improvisation, so in theory we could get influence 5. So what if we get chilling stare? Crystal Master is right, but I just don't think we're gonna get to use it. Chilling stare is gonna be it. So we've done that. Rewards claimed. We are all done. Let's see what Volkare does. Okay, we got lucky. He drew a wound, which means he didn't move to the city. So we get an extension of life. Did you see that? We only have 9 cards, so there's no chance we're going to be able to attack him, but hey, you never know. Alright, we have all of these cards. There's 3 wounds there. We're definitely doing this. So we're gaining a white crystal and heal 1. We're going to get rid of that. And now can we influence enough to recruit a crazy unit? What is our reputation's -2? So if we want the Ultim Guardians or the Amotep Gunners, we're gonna have to spend 10 or 13 influence. Not happening. Best, hang on, is there any mana in the source that we could use? No. Well, that's just great. Is there blue? Okay, so we could gain a red from that. And then use this for influence 5. And this for influence 3. So that's 8. Yeah, not gonna happen. Not going to happen. 9, 10. We can if we use all of our cards. I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna lose the game anyway, so we might as well have a bit of fun. So, playing Crystallize, when you pay this, with the blue mana, it says gain a crystal of any color to your inventory. We're going to gain a red crystal. Then, we are going to play Improvisation. With our red crystal. Discard another card from your hand to get influence 5. I'm going to discard this. That's influence 5. And Chilling Stare with my white crystal is influence 5. So that's influence 10. Which is exactly how much we need to hire these guys. You have no free command tokens. Yes, yes, yes. I'm getting to that. Who do we want to get rid of? I'm assuming the people that are wounded. I'm assuming so. Amotep Gunners come into play, and we are done. End our turn. Rewards claimed. Ton of wounds. Volkare will come in and smash us now. Let's see what he draws. Let's see if he draws another wound. He did. He did draw another wound. We have another go at this. But, guess what? It's not going to make a difference. We can go out and attack him, by the way, but it's not going to matter. There's 3 white dice in the source. Damn it. Yeah. I don't know what we can do. We have this influence 4. Heal 1, I suppose, is going to happen. And influence 4, 5, 6 gets us something. Heal 1 gets rid of that. There's no green mana in the source. And now the question is, do we want to use one of those whites to go influence 4 plus 2 more cards sideways? Hang on, I missed something. In the city, you always gain extra influence. While conquered, player gets influence equal to the number of shield tokens they have there. So we could have gotten these guys instead of these guys. So I'm going to do that. Sorry, I'm just going to back that up a bit. Make sense? I could have gotten those guys because I had 3 extra influence. So the question now is, I have 3 influence, -2 here, I have a +1, I need 5 to get, I know I need 7 and a mana to get a spell. So that says 4, 5, 6, 7. If I play all of my cards, I can gain a spell. Is that better than keeping these cards? Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we can do much. I think we're just going to stay where we are. We cannot heal in the city. Wow, this has been tough, hey. This has been tough. Tough work. 7 and a mana to gain a spell. So all of these just gain a spell. Might as well just keep the cards that I've got. I'm going to keep the cards that I've got. I'm going to get rid of Promise, hoping to draw an attack or block card of some sort. And then that's it. I have Mana Search. Hang on. I can re-roll. It's too late now. And my turn. Rewards claimed. Volkare goes, draws another wound. He's still not moving. There's 1 card left in my deck. I have to go and attack him now. I'm so dead. I am so dead. Let's go. Attack him. Attack! This is gonna be so much fun to die such a glorious death. Move! Move and attack him. How do we move on to him? How do we attack him? Combat. How do we... Yeah, we have to assault. Has to move to Volkare's space. Okay. Right. So let's have a go at him. We need... How much movement do we need to get him? He's on the forest. We need 5 movement? Are you kidding me? I'm just going to stay where I am and wait for him. What? I'm just going to get rid of tirelessness. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm just going to discard that. End my turn. Draw my last card. Volkare will go. He's moving. So he's going to attack the city. What does fully defend the city? Flips the attack player turn order and proceeds to turn. Partially defend the city, fully defend the city. What does that mean? Let's have a look. Battle for the city. If there are one more players willing to defend it, it leads to a battle. But what does fully defend the city or partially defend the city mean? Flips the current attack player's turn order token down and proceeds to their turn. Attack Volkare with access to everything. Attack Volkare with cards and units only. Okay. He has to attack the city. Done. Hey Tom, late to the party is right. This has been quite a struggle. I'm playing against Volkare and I'm at the very last turn of the game. He's next to the city. He's attacking the city, so I have to defend it. He has... These are all the cards I have in my hand. That's all I've got. And he has all of these units. So he's actually stronger than the city. So... That's not going to happen. I'm just trying to figure out what the rules are so I can give him a fight. I don't understand what fully defend the city or partially defend the city mean. I haven't done this before, so give me a break here. I'm trying to... Give me a minute, I meant. I'll try to figure it out. If a single player outside of a city... No, we don't care about that. We care about this. If there are one more players who are willing to defend the city, yes, it leads to combat. Okay, if during that combat Volkare loses fewer tokens than there are real players in the game, he was not fended off, takes over the city and wins the scenario. Fine. If he'd lost at least 1 token per real player, so we are going to defeat at least one, he has to move 1 step away. I do not understand what that means. Fully defend the city or partially defend the city. Attack Volkare with cards and units only. How else are you going to attack him? Proceeds to their turn. Attack Volkare with access to everything. Your internet is doing some wild stuff. It doesn't matter, mate. Volkare has defeated us. Fully defend the city. Okay. Volkare's attack randomly picked. Where is it? He rolled the black mana die. And he's attacking us with all of these things. That's him. And all of these things are attacking us. What do you reckon? No chance in hell. So, he's attacking us with 3 and has... paralyze. So if we do not defend, if we do not block him, we lose all of our cards. Or we let a unit get destroyed. Yeah, we're not going to be able to even just fend them off, I don't think, unless we have some kind of... We have any ranged attack? We do! Here's what we're going to do. We're going to try and do something. I'm going to play Mana Storm with a white mana because it says reroll all dice in the source, and you can use 3 extra dice from the source. And you can use dice showing black or gold mana as mana of any basic color, regardless of the round. So we're going to reroll these 3. Give us a chance. So that's done. And now we have all of these things that we can use. It's not going to matter, is it? We have the Ultimate Guardians. Block 8. Counts twice against an attack with swiftness. This guy. So he could block this guy. So first of all, Volkare, we either have to block him or we have to let a unit get destroyed. And I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to destroy a unit because we're going to assign the damage from him to a unit. So that's what we're going to do. And so magic familiars have served us well. They have been killed. So Volkare has attacked. Next. So this guy is attacked. What about all these other guys? Do we have range attack to kill somebody at least before they attack us? We could this guy, but he's fortified. The only person that we could kill is fortified, so ranged attack is not helping us. Oh, okay. Right. Wow. Can use dice showing black or mana of any basic color. So we can use all of these dice. Green is useless. Blue is useless. Gold we can use as red, I suppose. I mean, yeah, okay. So, who else are we blocking? Are we blocking anyone? Oh, these guys we can block by using movement points. But we still don't have enough. So spend that. That's movement 4. That reduces their attack to 3. Plus 1 sideways. That reduces, blocks 1 of the 3. We need 2 more. We just don't have the numbers. There you go, this guy. Block 2. So we blocked these guys. Okay. The rest we cannot block. I don't think we can. If we want to attack anybody. We have this block 2 and block 8. If we don't though, we're going to take a million wounds, aren't we? These guys have 9 ice attack. So they're going to give us 3 wounds. Yeah. What's the knockout rule? Watch it happen now. We are going to get knocked out. Combat. Where's the combat rules? Oh boy. Knockout. If the number of wound cards added to your hand during a combat. So we already have 2 wounds. They don't count. We need to add 6 wounds in our hand to get knocked out. Obviously, none of this matters. We're not going to win it, but I'm trying my best to do something before we finish off. So, we're not going to get 6 wounds. This is going to get us 3. This guy we can assign to these guys to get a wound. And because they have physical resistance, he's only gonna give them 1 wound. But he has poison, so you're gonna give him 2 wounds. Okay. So this guy will let attack these guys. They get 2 wounds. Wowzers. Is there any way to avoid getting 6 wounds in my hand? This guy will have to attack us. We'll take 3 wounds. 1, 2, 3. And yeah, we are doomed. Can we block anything? Did we use this already? Yes, we did. So we have this block 2. Or this block 8. I don't think we're gonna be able. Yeah, we're gonna be able to kill 1. So these guys here are the problem. These guys we're fine. We can take 2 wounds from them. That reduces. Yeah, we're dead. We are dead. We cannot make it. We are going to need this to kill something. So I'm going to use this as block 2 for this guy. Actually, yeah, I'm going to use this block 2 for this guy. And then I'm going to use this sideways to block one of those, but then the other one hits, gives us another wound, and then these guys we have no chance in hell in blocking them. So they give us 3 more wounds and that's it. That is it, because that gets us knocked out. You're knocked out. Immediately discard all non-wound cards from your hand. We don't have any non-wound cards from your hand. We are going to use the Ultimate Guardians as our desperate last attack of 5 to kill any one of these guys except, I suppose, this one or that one. Anybody else can be killed. Any one of these 3. We're going to kill this one. Everyone else is still alive. End the turn. Wow. So we managed to defend it. We managed to defend the city, but he's gonna attack again. Yeah. Cannot defend the city. Cannot do anything. Don't defend the city. We are done. Finished retreating. You want me to retreat, do you? There you go. That's it. We are done. I should have finished the scenario, but check your score if you still feel worthy. Oh. We scored 50 plus everything else, 114. There you go. So I did slightly better than my previous time when I played against Volkare, because in the previous time I didn't get to the city quick enough, and he entered the city and I lost the game. This one, I barely made it to the city, managed to conquer it, but obviously it was both at the end of the game. I only had one turn left and all my units were exhausted. I didn't have any cards left, all wounds. And so he easily took that over. So yeah, this plays a lot different than standard Mage Knight Conquest scenario. So this is still very, very enjoyable. It brings a whole bunch of variety into the game. Playing against Volkare is quite dynamic as well, because you don't know how he's going to do. See, today he got really stuck at the first few turns. He's drawing all wounds, but we couldn't take advantage of that. In my previous game, he was exploring very quickly, so I had to charge ahead and explore and find the city very quickly. And then I just didn't have enough steam left. He got in. So yeah, Mage Knight. Fantastic value always. This game is awesome. I don't think that there's only, a couple of games that give me a similar brain itch with, such as this. Well, scratch my brain itch, I guess, such as this game. This and Voidfall are very similar in that sense. Even maybe Spirit Island a little bit. But yeah, Mage Knight is quite unique, quite spectacular. Let me know if you enjoyed this and if you want me to take on Volkare again in the future, or we move on to different games or different scenarios in the same game. Thanks for the people that have joined. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next stream. Take care.